your biggest competitors aren't property managers. They're the OTAs quietly stealing your owner's trust and profit while you do all the work. Here's what's happening right now. You're managing someone's 500K investment property, delivering 5-star service, handling guest issues at 2 a.m. But when the same guest wants to rebook, they went straight back to Airbnb. The owner sees another 15% vanish in fees, starts questioning if they're even making enough profit, and suddenly you're defending your management fee instead of growing your business. Let's be honest about what this really actually costs you. It's not about the fees, though we all know that hurts, but it's about the fact that you're building Airbnb's business instead of your own. Every review, every repeat guest, every piece of trust you create gets captured by a platform that doesn't care if you succeed or fail. Meanwhile, your owners are comparing their returns to other investments and you're stuck planning why hospitality is different. But here's what's changing. The smartest property managers aren't fighting this anymore. They're flipping the script. Truth is, you can actually shift 40% of your bookings to direct channels without new staff or expensive marketing team and no technical expertise required. Owners are now making 12 to 15% more per booking. And guess who gets the credit for that extra profit? But remember, it's not just as simple as creating a direct booking website. You need an actual system. You need to create your own system, your own strategy for your company's branding. And if you're watching this, I'm going to show you exactly how AI will handle every single piece of the direct booking strategy marketing for you who owns a property management company, including a system that you can implement in the next 10 minutes that most founders think take months to set up. But first, let me destroy the myth that are keeping you trapped in the OTA cycle. Let's take a look at myth number 1. You might think that you will need a marketing team in order for you to run a whole direct booking strategy. The reality is, we live in 2025. You can definitely automate upsells, content creation, follow-ups. So everything is quite simple nowadays, and I'll show you exactly how in a few minutes. Now, myth number 2, guests won't trust booking directly with you. Now, the reality is 73% of guests actually prefers direct when you actually mention the clear value. The problem isn't just trust, it's presentation. You might think that you need to outsource website development and that whole process is going to be like another chaos in itself. Reality is you don't really actually need a fancy website. You need a website and a system that converts. If you don't optimize the rest of the strategy, none of it matters. Myth number 4, it takes months to see results. The reality is you can actually get your first direct booking within 7 days if you leverage your existing guest database, where you can leverage data pretty easily nowadays if you know how. Fifth myth is you will think that maybe OTAs will punish you for shifting your own brand from them. The reality is our goal is not to shift 100% of bookings direct. 60 to 40 split is the sweet spot. So you can still post, so definitely still use OTAs. I'm not saying that you should disregard OTAs completely. If you want to stand out, if you want to own your own brand, if you want to own your own guest data, if you want to own your own brand, then simply create one. So basically the real barrier isn't complexity. Is that you're trying to do 2025 marketing with 20 methods. So let me actually show you how AI make direct booking easier than managing OTA calendars. And before we actually dive into this, I want to address the biggest objection I hear, which is I don't know how to create marketing content. Well, fair enough. So I'm gonna actually give you a system that steals winning content and strategies and adapts them for direct bookings in 20 minutes. This alone will change how you think about marketing. We're following the 3-step framework here: script, structure, and scale. There is 20 minutes in total, unlimited content ideas forever. Let me show you exactly how. The first method is Scrape, which is the AI competitor analysis system. I'm gonna actually dive straight into action and show you exactly how you can do all of this. If you want this free document, stick till the end of the video and I'm going to show you how you can get this for free. Okay, firstly, I've created, basically in step 1, we want to scrape the winning content and we want to actually copy the winning content that are currently working right now and then use it to our advantage. I've provided the copy here. You can just copy and then paste it to Claude AI or any other AI tool that you're currently using, ChatGPT, Gemini. I prefer to use Claude for this. Now you go ahead and jump into Claude, simply paste this prompt and then let the AI do its thing. I'm going to use the powerful model for this because why not? Now while Claude is analyzing all of the data, all of the content that is currently working right now, you can actually also do this manually, especially when you're in your downtime. If you're actually already using Instagram or other content platform, or other social media platform, Facebook, whatever it is, most likely the content that you're gonna see, especially if it's regarding Airbnb or short-term rentals, if it lands into your For You page in the social media, it's probably trending and it's probably viral and it's probably working for some reason, right? If you see that it has a lot of engagement, a lot of people share the video, a lot of people commented on the video, like the video, you can actually copy and paste that link, save it into a swipe file somewhere. You can save it in Google Drive. If you're using Notion, you can save it in a separate page, and that will be your swipe file for creating contents in the future. If you have the time, this will ultimately work better. Or you can use other tools also. There are tools out there that can help you find trending videos according to whatever industry or whatever market that you're looking to search. You can also do that. There's a lot of different ways on doing this, but basically the first step is we want to scrape winning content. We want to actually use those as a data for us to copy or even make it even better. Obviously, we're not gonna copy word by word, script by script, clip by clip, but you get the idea. We will copy the structure. We will actually break down why that content works, what makes people actually engage with that content, and most importantly, we want to ultimately tie that content with direct booking strategy so that we actually get conversion out of that content. We're not just posting for attention here. We want to actually get direct bookings, right? So now that Claude has analyzed everything, it might seem that, okay, this is a short document, but if you click on here, it is actually a lot of data, right? Without you having to lift a finger. You just need to send the prompt and it will do all of this for you. So now that you have gotten all of the data, now let's move on to the next step and actually structure your content playbook. So for this one, we need more than a prompt. If you look at the last paragraph here in the prompt, you'll see that you will need to insert your target audience, your differentiators, your brand personality, and you might be wondering, what is that? I don't even have like a target audience breakdown or whatever it is. You need to actually create that first before we move on to the second step, because this will be important if you want a strategy that is directly targeted towards your target audience and not just any basic direct booking strategy. Not every strategy can be replicated for every brand. Each brand is very different, very unique. Your business is way more different than your competitor's business, believe it or not. So how you want to differentiate your brand is by actually defining all of this. And luckily enough, in this page, yes, in this free document, I actually have a template for that. Firstly, we have the brand voice and messaging framework template. You can just simply fill all of this in. There's also already examples so you know what to do. And then we have the content strategy document template, and you might be wondering, I'm here to search for content, why do I have to think of doing another content strategy document? Well, once you fill in your brand template, which is brand voice and messaging framework template here, you can actually use this document and then ask Claude to create this document for you or fill this document in for you. That way, again, you don't need to have background in marketing, or you don't need to be an expert in creating contents. You can just leverage AI to do all of this for you. Now, once you have your brand voice and messaging framework template and your content strategy document template, then we would want to upload this along with the step 2 prompt. Let me show you how it works here. You actually just need to copy this section, paste it to Claude, and then you upload those two documents that I showed you before. I have an example here, so let's use this, and just like before, let Claude do its thing. It might take some time, so feel free to do anything else, or you can just watch the AI run like this, which is amazing. Now, the benefit of doing this in Claude directly is also, if you don't really like something, if something doesn't really align with your brand, you can actually select the section that you want Claude to change and ask it to change that specific part. Now, I probably not going to be able to do that because it's still running here, but you get the gist of it. So basically, in this 2 document, I provided a sample brand, which is called the Elite STR Management. It is based in Aspen, Colorado and Vail Valley, and it has all of the mission statement, vision statement, brand voice, messaging pillars, target audience, all of that fun stuff. So I'm doing this to show you that the AI will actually craft a strategy specifically for this brand and not just any other brand. So this way you have a personalized content strategy for your specific brand. So this is what I mean by fixing a certain section. You can write improve here. You can add, describe what would you like to update, and it will just update in real time. That's a tip right there. Now, because of the prompt, it will then create a structure for your content strategy. So based on the target audience that you have listed in your brand manual. It will then try to figure out the viral structure that is adapted for your brand, which you can see right here. Multiple structure that you can use over and over again for your upcoming content. By creating this will help you to move on to the next step, which is the technical part of you posting the actual contents. So now that we have all of the structure that AI think will work for your brand, we basically need a way. We still don't know how to post each content one by one. There's a lot of content formats out there right now. Short form, carousels, threads, caption posts, blogs, a lot. So now the final part is we want to turn all of the knowledge about your direct booking content playbook into an actual content that you can post. So the same thing as before, copy this, paste it to Claude, and then let Claude do its thing. And now you basically have content that you can post for every single day, including what type of content you need to post, the hook, the B-roll shot list, script framework, and the list goes on. Obviously, there's a lot of use cases with AI. You can definitely replace this with whatever type of content that you want to post. Do you want to post blogs? Do you want to post carousel? If you want to post carousel posts, you can replace this with carousel posts instead. Or simply before you actually use this prompt, you can just ask Claude to help you create a weekly content posting cadence. So you're clear on what type of content you need to post every single week, every single day, and where you want to post it. Which social media platform do you want to use? You can also customize it according to whatever social media platform that you use. Instagram and TikTok is definitely the trend right now. You can also still create blogs for SEO. Maybe you're targeting corporate or B2B. You can use LinkedIn. The list goes on, and I can create a separate video for that, specifically talking about where to actually post, how you can schedule your content, how you can create weekly cadence, all the nitty-gritty stuff about content creation that is optimized for direct bookings. So let me know if you want to watch that video. And finally, if you apply all of these 3 steps, you're already way ahead from your competitors that hasn't even posted in social media at all. Most people, when it comes to content creation, they probably don't even do step 1. They don't even try to research what kind of structure content will work best for their target audience. They probably just think of ideas in a brain and then manually create the content. Instead, if you use the system, you automate everything. Everything is more systemized, and most importantly, it actually works because you're using the right frameworks, the right strategies that is already proven to work. You're not just guessing what kind of content you want to make. You're actually using the real world insight on what's actually working right now, what people actually engage with, but then you translate it into your own brand. So not only do you create content that will work, at the same time you're creating brand awareness for your brand, you're building your company's own personal brand, and you're just killing multiple birds with one stone at this point. So now in 20 minutes, you have 30 days of content mapped out, all based on structure that already proven to work. No guessing, no creative blocks. You don't need to ask yourself, what should I post today? This single sequence can generate you 15 to 20% of your direct bookings within 30 days. And it runs on autopilot. So while most managers think they need to hire social media manager, they need to hire email marketer, they need to hire a website developer, or worst case, they need to do all of it themselves manually without the right system, you're doing the complete opposite and achieving also the complete opposite result from them. You have AI that handles content creation. You can also use AI to optimize booking. You can also use AI to optimize the direct booking page for conversion. You can use AI for managing email sequence and follow-ups. You can use AI to track what's working. And the most important thing, you can use AI to track what's working and improve automatically. Because even if we have all of the structure laid out, if you don't actually test it and see the data, we're still kind of doing guesswork at this point. We don't want to be in the situation where the blind leads the blind. But even then, with this AI approach, you can get your first direct booking within 7 days because the system basically improve itself. And the system will improve itself if you don't just focus on content, but also the other things that I mentioned, including tracking, optimizing your direct booking page, email marketing. And so again, the goal here isn't about replacing OTA overnight, but it's about building a parallel system that captures the profit you're currently giving away. So start with actually doing things smarter, not harder, because in 2025, property managers who control their guest relationship will dominate their markets. AI just made all of this transition inevitable instead of optional. So you better leverage this golden era of AI before it actually goes away. If you want to see exactly how this AI system would work, you can get this whole document for free in the link description below. And if you want to see exactly how this AI system would work for your specific portfolio and get the complete setup roadmap, I've actually opened up a few personal strategy sessions this month. So link is below about your business exact potential and show you the 30-day implementation plan. Lastly, if you want to fix owner lead flow, before you actually fix the direct booking side of your business. Check out this video where I show you how you can build an owner acquisition funnel so that you can get owners predictably every single time. I'll see you on my next one.